Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jeff Javarthan, Jeff the Mortgage Pro. Hope you guys are doing really well today. Hey, I got this new technology that I'm trying to use out here, and this is just a screen record. And I thought some of my videos that I'll do going forward will use this. So I think this is a pretty good tool to help you guys visualize some of the topics that we're talking about in mortgages, because just me talking isn't always the best way to do it. But in any event, thanks for watching this video. This one's about an 80-10-10 type of a mortgage. And instead of doing an 80-10-10, the other option would be you could do was something like a jumbo option. But let's dig into this analysis here so we can figure out, hey, why would you do an 80-10-10 versus a 10% down jumbo? Okay. So this is an analysis that I put together. I have a software to do this. I'll put the link to this analysis down below. And so if you want to actually click on this link and go through it number by number and click on some of the different buttons that you'll see in this analysis, you can do that. Okay. So the first column that I've got lined up here, you can see is a 937,500 purchase price. So this is just beyond a conforming loan, and that's the reason why we want to maybe split this up into a first and a second loan. So 937,500 purchase price. We're going to put 10% down, and we're going to do a first at 80% loan to value and a second at 10% loan to value, and then altogether 80-10-10. That's how that adds up. So 843 is our combined loan amount with our first and second. And you can see in the first column here, a blended interest rate of 7.88%. The interest rate, actual note rate on the first is 7.75%. And then on the HELOC, it's going to be 8.99%. So our monthly principal, interest, taxes, and insurance monthly payment on this is going to be $6,075 per month. Now, if we split this up just a little bit differently, so instead of doing an 80-10-10, let's say we do a 70-20-10, for example, 70% first mortgage, that's loan to value, 20% loan to value second mortgage, and then 10% down still. So same exact down payment structure. We actually get better pricing because the first mortgage is a little bit lower. And even though the second mortgage is higher, it gives us a better pricing on the first. So you can see in this second column here, a first mortgage at 656,250, 7.25% would be the rate on that. And then the same thing, the 8.99% rate on the second mortgage. Again, 843,750 on a 937,500 purchase price here. And our blended rate actually goes down 7.637%. And you can see that the monthly payment goes to $5,881.47. Okay. So the last option that you could think about if you were doing a purchase price in this range would be to do just one jumbo loan. In this instance, 843,750. Now, this is for most areas in the United States. This doesn't apply to high balance conforming loan limit counties. So places in the Bay Area, Southern California, Southern Florida, some of those areas are all going to have high balance loan limits, which probably aren't going to apply to this particular analysis. But a jumbo loan in most places in the country would be 843,750 and roughly 8.5% rate. It might even be higher than that going forward. So you can see in the third column here, 843,750 loan amount, 8.5% rate gives us a monthly payment of $6,487. Now, with all three of these different options here, I left just the down payment in here as our cash to close. I didn't put any closing costs associated with doing one or two loans in here. I didn't put any, prepaids like taxes or insurance in there, just because I wanted to make sure that the numbers made sense for everybody and why you may want to split something up into a first and a second option instead of going through a jumbo option in certain different price points. Okay. And you can see if I scroll down just a little bit that our monthly payment differs. Obviously, the jumbo is going to be the highest monthly payment at $6,487. The best scenario in this example, if we were going to buy a 937,500 property, would be to use that 70% first, 20% second, and a 10% down payment. That would give us the lowest monthly payment going forward. The flexibility that comes with a first and a second combo, because you're keeping the first mortgage at a conforming loan amount, that is huge because you don't need as much in reserves. Credit doesn't have to be perfect, although when we're having a second mortgage, we still want really, decent credit going forward. And that's just a lot easier to qualify for. There's a lot less conditions when you're dealing with loans that are in the conforming range. Now, once we go into jumbo financing, you're going to need things like reserves, so money left over after you're done with the transaction, and it's not money that you have to have liquid and put into the transaction. It's just money that is used as a risk calculation for lenders when you go into jumbo financing. Typically, you're going to need better credit, and interest rates are definitely going to be higher on 10% down jumbo. They're actually really, really hard to find right now. You can't even find 10% down jumbo without it being like an astronomical rate. And so in this example, the 8.5% is probably, even higher than that as of today's interest rates, which is crazy. So you can definitely get better terms if you would just stick with the conventional financing option. So if you're somebody who you think might fall into this category where you're buying a property that's a little bit over the conforming loan limit, but you still need to figure out how to put just 10% down on a property, I want you to reach out to me because I structure these things all the time. And I even structure them in the Bay Area where we're doing a high balance first mortgage and a HELOC second. And those price points can go anywhere all the way up to somewhere around 1.5 million is kind of about the place where we can make that still work for transactions going forward. Okay. So if you have any questions at all, reach out to me about that. If you have any comments about the 80-10-10 or the 70-20-10, I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm going to drop my calendar link down below here in the summary section. And I'd love to chat with you. Go ahead and schedule an appointment with me. Let's chat about your situation and let's see if it's something that I can help you with because I would love to do that. And as always, thanks so much for watching my channel. And I look forward to seeing you on the next show. Have a good day, guys. Bye.